Coming up on the channel today, Lauren is going to slide in and do what she does on our channel, which is bring a unique perspective to 5 country jams from the 90s for the ladies, coming right up. Hey, it's Russ from the Infectious Groove Podcast. Along with me is Lauren from her own podcast, the Beard Owl Podcast. And this is yet another video where when you showed me the title, I want to do 5 country jams for the ladies from the 90s. If this were up to me, this would have been, everybody would have been like, oh, well, yeah, for sure. He picked Martina McBride and Faith Hill and Shania Twain. That's not what Lauren brought. She brought a bunch that every one of these on the list, I was like, oh, yeah, totally. Yeah. So take it away, Lauren. 5 country jams for the ladies from the 90s.
Yes, for the ladies, by the ladies. The first one I have is I Try to Think About Elvis by Patty Loveless. And this song is just so much fun. That's pretty much why it's on this list. If you've ever seen the video for it, it's cute. Like, she's doing Taylor Swift video things before Taylor Swift did, like,
Taylor
funny.
Swift did.
And if anything else, the bridge of this song is probably one of my favorite bridges in all of music.
This is the one on the list. They're all good picks, but this is the one on the list I would tell people, like I always say in the video, like, make sure you go check these songs out, right? This is the one that, for me, I was like, oh my God, I totally didn't even think about that song. Yeah. Great song. Go check that out. Patty Loveless, I Try to Think About Elvis. What else do you got?
I'm sticking, because Patty Loveless was trying to think about Elvis and Memphis, and Pam Tillis, maybe it was Memphis. Slow country ballad kind of thing. I mean, I don't really have much else to say about it other than it's like a warm bath of a song.
And earlier, I mentioned like Faith Hill and Shania and Martina McBride. And people think about them when it comes to 90s ballads in country. But Pam Tillis is crazy underrated.
Crazy underrated.
As far as delivery of a ballad goes. So check that out. Maybe it was Memphis. What else you got?
I could not do this list without putting Reba on the list.
Well, yeah.
Right?
But I like that you weren't just like Fancy. Because everyone knows Fancy.
Everyone knows Fancy.
This cut that you picked is got to be one of the best karaoke callback songs of that era for sure.
Yeah.
And what is it?
Why Haven't I Heard From You? First of all, this popped on my Spotify like a couple of months ago, and I was like, oh my God, I forgot about this song. And then my second thought was, there are really dated references to telephones in this song.
Yeah. Well, it was the 90s.
It was the 90s, but man, it's a jam.
Yeah, it's a great song. And it's one of those ones that you've probably heard Fancy a lot. This is one that if you go like, how did that woman make a whole career off that one song? She didn't.
Right.
She had a lot of other great jams, and I would tell you to check this out. She's got a lot of great ballads too.
Oh, for real.
From that era. So anyways, we got 3 down, 2 more to go. Now this particular artist, the next one on your list, is it's another one that I don't think people think of enough.
Yeah. Jody Messina, I'm All Right. And what sticks in my head about this song is I remember on country radio at the time making a big deal about the fact that this was the first country song to chart with the word all right in the title.
Oh, that's
like,
funny. Why
is that such a big deal?
Yeah.
But, I mean, the message in the song is great. It's just, I've got what I've got and I'm all right.
Yeah. And this is a total sidebar to this, but there's a guy named Phil Vassar that wrote this song.
Yeah.
And he wrote, if you like a 90s country song, there's a good chance Phil Vassar either wrote it or had a hand in writing it. And for a long time, Phil Vassar wrote these songs for other people. And so when he put out his first album under his own name, the lead single of it was his version of I'm All Right. But the track list on the album was all these huge 90s countries hit.
Wow.
So his first album is called Phil Vassar's Greatest Hits, which I think is awesome because it's all hits. But if you looked at it, you would be like, oh, why is he covering all those songs? But it's all stuff he wrote that was huge for other people. So we've got 4 down and 1 left to go. And this is, I think, one half of probably the most famous country duo in the history of country.
Yeah, for sure. This was Wynonna, No One Else on Earth, and I'm just realizing now in this moment I have 3 redheads on the list. But anyway, No One Else on Earth from Wynonna's debut solo album, and it feels so different than the stuff she did with her mom and the Judds.
Oh, completely different.
Yeah.
And you were talking earlier about it was Pam Tillis doing Taylor Swift things before Taylor Swift things in videos. all of the women that I mentioned at the top of the video, their pop country can be traced directly back to Winona doing this type of song.
Yeah, for sure.
It is like, if you haven't ever heard No One Else on Earth by Winona, if you've ever heard any of the more upbeat pop songs by Martina or certainly Shania, then you have Winona to thank for that.
sure.
So definitely go back and check that one out. I feel like this is a topic you could revisit easily too.
I feel like I could, definitely.
So make sure to check out these songs that we have listed in the video and drop a comment. Let us know what some of your favorite 90s jams are by the ladies. By the ladies. We're not doing the dudes this time around. Maybe we will in the future, but it's going to be all Garth for me anyways.
Oh, geez,
so
me
anyways, like we always say in these videos, thank you so much for watching.